Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast.
Yeah, that works. Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Kyle McIntyre. So, what's new? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good in your world, Kyle?
Well,
shit, I got unopened here.
Man, I probably should have grabbed one before the show started.
Yeah,
But
it's not like there's any
I'll- you know
off
what?
camera.
yeah, no. I'll grab one.
Boop.
So last weekend, my wife wanted a planter bench. So she wants a bench to display all of her plants.
Yeah.
So she's got a lot of them. And
Okay,
right now
yeah.
they're like on our, we have an outdoor dining set.
Okay,
And
yeah.
they're just,
It took over
every
the
surface.
so you can't even use the diner.
yeah. So we had the idea just to build one, and we basically, it's like she wanted like a 6 foot long bench, like 2 feet tall, and then we'll have another one I'm building this coming weekend. But couldn't find in the right wood. We couldn't find the right wood sizes that we wanted, so we just went pine, and then we're staining and sealing it, so it'll hopefully last long time.
Mm-hmm. Last a long time.
I know that's yeah, it's gonna last long time.
Last you long time.
Yeah, I don't though. So
I last right on time.
so I actually I sent you pictures of it. It turned out really well.
Looks awesome. Yeah.
So I did like 2 shelves on the 2 foot one, 2 foot tall one.
How come you don't build me any shelves?
Yeah. Well,
Like some shelves for you, pal.
So I did some stuff I haven't done before, where I bought a router, and I started using like a router to go around and like bevel the edge or chamfer the edges, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Round the edges.
The whole thing's a sham.
Yeah. So I don't know. I did like slats, like wood slats.
Yeah.
Learned like, like if one's off, it all looks like shit.
Yeah.
So I did like maybe 100 little cuts when I was like, fuck, if I just stack 6 at a time and boop with my little chop saw.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It looks really good. I have another one to do, which I don't have to do a bottom shelf. So
Yeah. So you're gonna.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. No.
So it's gonna be like a step.
I haven't actually seen it. Maybe I'll wait until they're all done, so I can kind of get the final finished product here. But you stoked on it?
Yeah. We did stain it, and it doesn't really look as good as it could. Like something with the stain on the pine, it just looks like shit. It looks like. Hold on, sorry.
Looks like fucking shit.
So we sand it down. I think we might actually paint it and then seal it. So we'll do like a dark brown paint.
Okay.
So
yeah.
But that's my first time using a router, and I didn't take a finger off, so I'm pretty stoked on that.
Still got all the digits.
So I don't know. I just got like a cheap. Well, that's not cheap. I bought like $100, like a Makita router, little like like a little small guy about that big, not like the big one that looks like you're mixing concrete. Like but yeah, that's cool. My first time working with a router, and I think I'll use it for finishing projects and stuff.
Yeah. How's Carrie digging it?
She likes it. Yeah, she likes it a lot. We haven't put any plants on it yet because it's not done with the finish. But yeah, this weekend building the taller one.
She got a green thumb going there.
Yeah.
What's she planting? What's she working on?
Succulents and recently cacti.
Okay.
So when I went to Arizona last time, I think I've talked about I brought plants home.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legal or not to bring plants across state line.
Block that out.
Yeah. Just bleep out that line. No, it's fine. Whatever. They would have had a checkpoint or something to ask me if I was bringing plants across, and I would have had to lie, which I did. Actually, no, they didn't stop.
Yeah.
They didn't even ask me that. They just passed me through. I was like, pfft.
Yeah. He looks like a mark.
Anyways, I while I was working on, going back and forth Home Depot and stuff, grabbing stuff, decided I would get a new light in here. So installed. You can't see it, but I mean you can. Mm-hmm. But install the new light, no difference. You're like,
no. I guess I
it's the same lights in there. So
yeah. So
same color.
Last week you had mentioned that this one burnt out.
Yeah.
Or just like the whole ballast was
The ballast just went out. So
yeah. So you replaced it. Looks good. Yeah. And I think that might be I don't know, something good instead of like, oh man, this looks great, totally life changing. I'm like, no, it's as good as it was
just
before.
Replaced the exact same thing before.
Mm-hmm.
But
or it's like, it's like if I have changed something with my guitar, I'm like, oh, you ever noticed that? I'm like, no, I didn't, which is good.
Anything.
It's because it's not bad.
Yeah.
That's good. It might be an improvement for me and how I like things, and like I like it better. And if the band doesn't notice, I'm like, good, that's fine. At least it wasn't bad. I'm like, no, that's actually sounds shittier. If I'm like, no, this looks shittier.
Yeah, how could it? It's the same exact light bulbs that were in
like
before.
Even the look of it. I'm like, yeah, I didn't even notice you've replaced it.
Yeah. The other one, I butchered up the original wiring and just used it in this one.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, when I took it apart, I'm like, oh, the wires aren't long enough. Well, snip farther in, and there we go. That's what I do at work anyways when I'm working on something. I'm like, I don't want to be here for 3 hours figuring out a whole wiring diagram. I'm just going to borrow the wires from the last setup.
Just fuck it. Yeah.
Fuck it. So I did learn something working for this company.
Yeah.
Another thing, every time your dad's over here, he bitches about how I don't have like a flashlight, even though he's holding the flashlight that he's bitching about that I don't have.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever good enough.
Yeah.
But
keeping you on your toes.
He's a DeWalt man. So when I was walking down the tool aisle in Home Depot, this is like a Home Depot episode, I guess. We should be sponsored.
Yeah.
By Home Depot.
Get that like the Home Depot theme song going.
Yeah. What is that song?
I saw it on like a meme, the one where the cat is like kind of like going,
oh yeah,
kind of bopping its head back
just
and
vibing.
Forth. Yeah, he's just vibing, and it's like it plays the Home Depot theme. It's like Home Depot, we're here for you, or something like that, or whatever. And it's like boom, boom. It's this random like kind of like techno kind of sounding song.
Okay,
if you heard it, you'd know.
Oh yeah,
and it's like it's not even funny, but it's like dads when they walk in on Home Depot on Saturdays, like boom, to their cat, just like eyes closed, just vibing, just like.
They have some good, songs on that. They play some good classic rock.
It's not even that; it's just the Home Depot like commercial song. Yeah, they're just going in there like, I'm fucking I'm gonna get something done today.
Your dad always bitches about my selection of lights. I think I have like 5 or 6 lights, and then so I would go buy one. This one sucks. He's like. I have to please him with lights, with I have a corded plug-in. Oh, that one's too.
The cord's too short.
Yeah. Oh, there's too much line on this. or this is hard to hold in my hand. My decrepit hand.
Ergonomic.
So he's a DeWalt man.
Okay.
He's walking in the power tool aisle, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a DeWalt light that just my batteries I already have for my drills will just snap on.
Yeah.
So I got one of those. And that shit came in clutch when I was putting this light in, because I'm like, I have to turn the power off. I'm like, it's like a cave in here when there's no lights. Mm-hmm. So, and it was at night too. So, anyways, put it on there, fucking came in clutch. I've used it like 3 other times around the house when I'm changing lights, like outside. It's already paying for itself. It's not how it works.
Got some light going. I said, let there be light.
I bought like the $40 one, not the $200 light. So maybe he'll probably bitch still.
He's like, yeah,
there's scamp out on this one.
There's a better one.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, the tripod one that's like the big ass work stand. Now that's too big.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much.
It's just too much.
And then I guess the last thing is, so I've on my journey of Avengers.
Okay, yeah, your Marvel
made it all the way through. Yeah, so the Marvel universe. Made it all the way through. I don't know where we left our hero on this one, but
I think you watched Iron Man 3.
Wow, really?
Where it was like,
damn,
this
so many.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, so why is this fire people, and then there's like he has suits. His suits are controlling themselves, but then they never come back again.
Yeah, well, that was my take. They all destroyed them. Those people. They all destroyed them. They fought the suits.
Well, I know at the end of that, it's like spoilers. You haven't seen this from like fucking 7 years ago. It was like he did like, do the fireworks thing or whatever. So they all just kind of fly in the air and explode.
Oh.
And then he only had one. I'm like, dude, make more.
Anyways, so watched like Thor Ragnarok, all these. I watched.
That one's good, I heard.
It's great. It's probably one of the best best Thor movies. It's not as great as Guardians 1.
Okay.
But
Shrek 1.
Infinity War, watch that. Watched Endgame.
I saw that one. Yeah.
So I watched basically all the movies.
Mm-hmm.
There are some movies I skipped. I think I'll go back and watch Captain Marvel, and I'll try and find the what's the
Doctor
Incredible.
Strange?
No, I watched Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Incredible Hulk. They weren't on Disney Plus, or I couldn't find them anywhere.
Really?
So I'll
I feel
probably
like
maybe
that's
do Prime.
the one they have to have.
Yeah, they don't.
Fucking bullshit.
I know they have the cartoons. Maybe I'll just watch that.
They did the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the Edward Norton one. They don't have that. But
yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh, I started watching WandaVision.
Gotcha. Okay, and that's on Disney.
It's on Disney Plus. And man, that's a rough watch.
Oh, it's a rough one, I tell you.
It is. Okay, so I've only watched 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll catch some flack for people that are like, "What are you doing? You always give the first 2 a pass." Always, that's the rule.
I think it was like with anime, people say give it 3 episodes, and if you don't get it in 3 episodes, fuck it.
Yeah,
Just like yeah,
man, it is rough. It's
a rough one. I tell you, it's out of here.
It was tough. It's so boring, and it's like, oh, this is a like a TV show shot in the 50s. It's black and white, and like the subject matter is horrible. It's like it's supposed to look like a sitcom. It's supposed to be like I Love Lucy kind of feel.
Yeah. I've seen the commercials for it, and I'm like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I'm like, isn't the dude? I'm like, the spoilers, I guess, but I'm like, the dude fucking dies. The Vision.
Yeah. Well, he's not really a thing, so he's not really a human. He doesn't really die.
It took the Infinity Stone. He's gone.
Yeah, but I mean, this might take place before. I think it does.
Isn't that what you're saying? And like the wire, I don't. And then I'm like, why is it? Is this just whatever?
And for continuity's sake, like Wanda's supposedly like Eastern Bloc. You know, she had an accent in number 2, Avengers 2.
Yeah,
she doesn't have it anymore. I noticed it immediately after like the next movie when she's in. It's like no accent. It was, I think it was was it Infinity War? I think it was. She's in like Stark Tower, no accent. I'm like, okay.
So you just gave up on that one,
yeah.
huh?
I guess someone fell asleep at the switch, fell asleep at the wheel on that one.
I hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
Oh my God. Anyways, I think it's trash.
Wasn't Scarlett Johansson's character supposed to be have an accent
but she's
too?
like a trained spy.
Got it.
Like
okay.
She's like
she could just give it up. Yeah. She's like, fuck it. We're done here.
It's fine. But this untrained person, Wanda.
I gotcha.
Gave her a really interesting name too. Wanda.
I don't think they
I'm more of a Wanda
her...
Sykes kind of person.
Is it Wanda Sykes? She's in it?
Yeah, she's in it. That would have been more spicy. Yeah. Anyways.
Wanda Sykes.
What the hell?
What the hell? No, that's more Steve Harvey. I can't do Wanda Sykes.
Anyways.
I can do Steve Harvey.
Yeah. I'm more of a Martin Lawrence guy, but yeah. I don't think.
Damn, Gina.
I don't like what I've seen so far.
So WandaVision not good.
No. And I looked
for my television.
I just kind of looked at the next episodes. I'm like, they look like they get more interesting, but I'm like, I don't feel like I want to watch this.
I've been in a text message with you and Johnny's like, no, it gets better. I'm like, and you're just like you're shitting on it, and Johnny's like, I mean, whatever, not for you, but like, you're just like stomping on it, fucking shit. Just like, fucking, like being an asshole for no reason.
Well, yeah, I can't.
He deserves it because he likes that show, so I'm gonna shit on him.
No, I don't even know how many episodes. Like 8 episodes. I couldn't stomach it.
Is there the whole season's probably what, 12?
I don't know.
Oh, it's not there yet.
No, I don't know. Maybe I only saw 8 on there. So
there's some websites that I'm like, I have been really bad about like watching shows or whatever. Especially like mainly I want to watch anime shows, and I'm not even doing that. I'm paying for these fucking services.
Yeah, come on.
I'm paying my fucking $3. I need to watch them. But like they'll go and they'll tell you what the names of the episodes are going to be. and like what their air dates are going to be. Like they already know what the whole season's already planned out.
Yeah, but
I'm
they
like,
don't have it posted yet, right?
No, because it's like, oh, available on this date.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're already done.
yeah, and they're kind of like, don't put a description.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, there's a description.
Some of them, yeah. I'm like, I think on High Dive, it's like, don't
the main character dies.
Yeah.
There should be a spoiler warning
what
on
the fuck? I haven't even watched this series yet. But
he dies in the 3rd episode. Skip.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when it gets good.
Yeah.
Start there.
Yeah.
Start on 4.
Yeah. No, it could be like if a main character is just dies or out of commission. That could be good. I was like, Sword Art Online. Kirito, he's out of commission for like pretty much the whole fucking half of the season.
Which one?
Which 3?
Season 3?
Yeah.
That's not Gun Gale, is it? That is Gun Gale.
War of the Underworld.
Oh, I don't think I watched that one.
No, not yet. It's actually pretty good. But then he just comes back. He's like, oh yeah, you guys have had trouble with everybody for like this whole season.
Guess
I'm back.
what?
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, slash, I kill everybody. And it's like, oh, well,
He's so cool.
thank God you're back.
Yeah. Just wrecked.
To wrap up the whole season. It's like, how are they going to get out of this? Oh, he's back. Okay, fine. All right.
Yeah, you know it's coming.
See,
too.
the movie is coming out next year.
Dang.
But, hey, that's how sometimes series are.
That's I guess that's my what's new. Do we have a combined what's new? Or do you want to wait till after your what's new to?
Yeah, I guess both of ours. I guess we did have like a band practice the other week.
Yeah.
The other day. Jeez, that was like, yeah, you were just saying.
Yesterday?
Yeah, just yesterday. And it's good. We actually practiced at the place that we're going to do our live stream at. So at House of Music SD.
Yeah.
It was just like the timing and everything that we like are planning. We couldn't do our normal Sunday practice or whatever at Brian's. And I've been busy these past couple Sundays. And I'm like, oh, we got to practice before we play.
Yeah, we definitely should.
So we found out, I'm like, oh, that guy actually will let us play there and practice. It was actually pretty cool to try. Like he was like, okay, let's try this out. And, we're pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Except for the drums. That's the hardest.
Yeah, because we were going kind of late. I mean,
yeah,
not really.
Until like 9 or whatever, but it's like in a house.
Yeah, 9:15 is when we're like, all right, we can't go any farther.
You're kind of like your living room or whatever, back room. You're kind of like, all right, can you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really just cymbals. Drums themselves weren't too bad.
Yeah.
Because like cymbals, you can't do that. Like it's so hard to stop hitting cymbals because they're so loud. So anyway, so he's
put pillowcases on him or something.
Yeah, pillowcases on the cymbals.
So it's like,
because like you can play bass quiet because it's just DI. You can do guitar quiet, DI.
I can only turn up.
And singing is not too loud relative to cymbals,
Yeah.
And then the guy has a small kit, which actually sounds pretty good.
It had like a really small kick.
Yeah, it was like a
super tiny.
Was it like a cocktail kit? I think is what it's called. And I think that might be something else, but it's like really small. It's like
that
what,
is
like
a dress, by the way,
cocktail dress. Yeah, cocktail
you are
dress.
Getting those confused.
So it's like a 8-inch or like 10-inch like tom and like a 12 or 14-inch.
Yeah, you miss those
tom.
things.
Yeah, I mean,
airball that.
Yeah, he could. Brian didn't. He was good. And then like the kick is super tiny.
Yeah, it was like a tom. It was like smaller than a tom.
Yeah, I think it was like smaller than Brian's floor tom.
It was like maybe, I don't know, not even 15 inches or something.
I think it was, maybe 14 or whatever. But once you mic everything, you can EQ certain things. I'm like, it doesn't matter that much.
It sounded fine. I could hear it after they EQ'd it. And
then even just cymbals, I'm like, oh, it sounded good in the mix.
Yeah.
But like when you are playing all like DI and everything like just quiet except for drums, like outside of it, all you hear is just
yeah.
And I'm like, to us, I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. And he was like kind of had like these like was it remote packs for your in-ears? So we're all playing in-ears. And then he had them on because he was like doing mixing, but he had to like run to like his living room or whatever, so on the opposite side of the house. And so he's like, oh yeah, I took off the headphones, and they're like, oh yeah, all you hear is just like maybe like faint vocals. Like and then all like
weird
in the house.
It's a weird mix of.
But he's like, yo, and then I pop the in-ears back in. I'm like, dude, it sounded awesome. It's like, it's crazy to hear the difference. I'm like, man, this is music and it sounds good. And you take that off and it's like, what the fuck is this? He's got like, so like I said, small drums and they're all pretty quiet. And then he's got everything close mic'd on the drums. And he's got these like cymbal, like, you would, the plastic acrylic shields.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, we were pretty stoked on it. Got a good practice in, and we're gonna be playing there on March 6th. We're pretty stoked on it. The lights and all the cameras and stuff like that. He was kind of showing off his setup.
We'll post a link to the
in the description here.
Yeah.
I think I got linked to his channel in the past couple of episodes, but we'll post it in the group and stuff like that. But yeah, no, so that was good practice for the for that. So
yeah,
and
I think we were like pretty well off right when we started. It was kind of you're playing a new place. You're playing with a new mix. You're playing, but we did pretty well right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we carry that on.
Yeah, hopefully it's not just like something for just practice that we're like, oh yeah, we
did really well, but you know what? For the
for the show, we're gonna fucking suck dick.
Yeah, you better watch.
Oh yeah, check that shit out. But yeah, so that was good. I guess that's new. What's new for updating for both of us.
What's new with you, Brian?
Let's see. I did learn a little bit more about like my camera and like the editing programs for video this past week. So I am just really resistant to like just sitting down and learning stuff.
Yeah.
I need to actually just try it and do it.
Have the medium in front of you that you're working with, and
so
you gotta show us what you're working with.
This last episode, I decided to
watch yourself.
Yeah, watch yourself. Homies, show me what you're working with.
That's two different songs.
Two different songs. A mashup. That's a mashup, DJ style. Last episode, I thought the videos sounded better, looked better, because I'm just kind of like learning a little bit more.
Because I'm so good.
No, it's just there's room to keep going, and it's because I used the podcast Zoom audio, edited in Pro Tools, bounced it down, put it into Final Cut with the video. And I was like trying to match up because we do the like claps to like kind of match up the sound.
Yeah.
And you kind of see like the waveforms and you kind of match them up.
We do a round of applause before we start.
Yeah.
To warm us up. Like,
we do the podcast to a BPM.
We do a slow clap, actually.
Yeah.
Slow clap right to.
And I was like, okay, trying to match up the claps. And I'm like, oh man, it's like something about it was like, it was kept on drifting.
Really?
Like something of the video. I'm like, no, I recorded both at 48. What the fuck? Da, da, da. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be a real fucking bitch until like I just YouTube something about like singing audio in Final Cut. There is just, you highlight two things and it says, oh, can mash them together.
Yeah.
And Final Cut does it perfectly. I'm like, oh my God, it's so easy.
Game changer.
Exactly. And so you can get way better audio because I already edited it in Pro Tools.
Edited it.
I got nice compression. The same one that I used for the podcast. Now I can put for video, and I like that instead of having to use the plugins in Final Cut. So this is all really boring stuff, but I'm super stoked on it.
I'm bored.
Yeah,
I know I am.
And then even for color grading and stuff like that for the videos, I was watching Peter McKinnon, and he sells
just grayscale it.
No, he sells a pack of LUTs. So I don't remember what that stands for. LUT. But it's just basically like your color. You can get, but you can do like a preset.
Yeah.
In like, for your for sounds in like your DAW and recording and stuff like that, or like in a plugin. He kind of does that for like video and for pictures.
All your videos look the same.
They can.
Yeah.
Or you can kind of change them up as you go. So it's like, oh, here's a preset. And you kind of, I don't know.
Tweak it a little bit.
I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll go to presets and then for certain things, especially plugins in DAWs.
Yeah.
I'll go to like a preset and we'll pick that one and kind of change things a little bit. I know for ours, I do like a vocal leveler or limiter sometimes for our compression, and then depending on the room and what I'm doing, I could do different ratios and kind of different thresholds, but I kind of land on that one first and I change it. So I don't know for your DAW, when you're picking sounds, do you pick a preset and then you kind of change it a little bit as
tweak
you need
a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like a LUT.
You take what you like from it and
mess with it. 100% didn't need to spend $15, but I was like, fuck it, it's $15. I'll do it. And it looks awesome. I'm like, dude, it makes these shit looking suck. What's up, everybody? We got these LUTs. Give me $15. I'm like, might as well. And
so, yeah, you're funding his camera obsession, right?
No, 100%. He's got 6 million subs or whatever. He's making that Angels and Airways video. We're doing whatever. I like it. And so it's totally, to me, I thought it was worth it. Talking to Eric Marrow, he's like, man, I wonder how much money that dude makes off of that. It's like $15 because it's only like people think like, it's $15. And you're like, if like that many people are like, $15.
Yeah, everyone
like,
says that. Yeah, 6 million people spend $15.
I don't think everybody's doing it, but no, I totally
a good chunk. Even if 100 people do it, man, I'd be stoked.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so these things that make video easier, and I'm learning more and more as I go along. And then also even just my camera settings, I've learned a little bit more about that because this past weekend I shot a wedding with Brian with cameras. We shot a wedding. We shot not like that. So the joke was we used to have a rehearsal space that we were playing there, and somebody left a note on like a studio saying like, hey, I shoot bands, contact me at this, and the guy like wrote this thing in pen on like a little notepad or whatever, or like a post-it note. Yeah. And then he had to like go in there, like, I shoot photos for bands. Yeah.
I shoot bands.
Photos. And he put like photos.
Like, yeah, call me. I shoot people.
Bop, 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 bop. Get on the fucking ground. No, he's like, I shoot photos. That's the joke. So I shot photos for a wedding with Brian, or I helped him mainly. It was kind of like schlepping gear around, lighting and stuff like that.
Getting coffee. Making sandwiches.
Yeah. No, it was... I wish. I'm like, man, it was... Sometimes I was like,
hungry.
I was like starving like Marvin, girl. And...
girl.
So no, it was a lot of fun, and it was really helping Brian and just asking him certain things, like because I know like
stop asking stupid questions.
No, it was like with like reflectors and stuff like that with the sun and stuff like that. So I was like, I know what the concept is and trying to do it. And he's like, okay.
Did you have a gold one?
No, we did white.
Oh, okay. No.
And so we did that, and then so I was helping him out, and it kind of, I thought I was doing a good job. He said I was, and it as
he said I was.
He said I was doing a good job, and I don't know if you hire like a photographer and then he's got an assistant, that kind of it looks good, right?
Yeah,
and then
looks pro, looks profesh.
And then I had my 6400 on around my neck. I thought it was like doing some cool stuff, and I did get some shots. And Brian at least said that like, I got some that I'm going to use.
Nice.
So I was kind of just messing around and just like lights and stuff like that, and it was cool. And it was like certain things that we were taking like this like just learning more settings because we were trying to get some certain shots that didn't end up panning out that well.
Yeah,
these people wanted to have like sparklers and stuff like that or whatever, and we wanted to get like a long or slow shutter is what they want. So if you ever see like where people take like light and they like do this and it's like you see the trails of the light. That is a slow shutter shot. Yeah. Which I always see that. I'm like, that's cool. That must be tough to do. It's not. It's
I'm 14 and this is deep.
Exactly. It's just a shutter speed. So your shutter speed is like how quick.
How long it's open for.
Until it takes the picture. And I was like, you can get it to where it's
aperture.
Like, you can go even lower. You can get it to where it's like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Open. And then it goes, and then it closes. I'm like, what the fuck? Because we were like, you push the button, right? I'm like, yep. 30 seconds later, what the fuck?
Yeah. So you can have it like smear across the screen like someone walking or taillights,
100%. And then that's like, to me, like, I always thought that was like, man, that's so, it's just a fucking knob
setting. Yeah.
On your fucking, the setting. And I'm like, dude, and I'm learning about like.
You stupid.
No, I'm just learning all this stuff. And I'm like,
that's cool.
And I'm like,
kidding.
Even
Calm
like
down.
knobs of, how to change the F's, like, F stop on my, like, I didn't know what that knob did. I didn't even realize there was a knob there to change it. I'm like the aperture.
Yeah.
I was just texting Eric Marrow about it. He's kind of laughing. I'm like, that's good that you're learning in a practical sense because you're actually going to remember this stuff.
Exactly.
Whereas like somebody's like, well, duh, I know about all the I'm like, no, I'm like,
I read the manual. I know what I'm doing.
And Brian's basically like, oh, change your F stop. Your aperture. I'm like, do you know how to do that? I'm like,
yeah.
Let's Google it, baby. so YouTube video to watch how to change. I'm like, oh, I changed it here because he's a Canon guy and I have a Sony. And
you fucked up.
Nah, I like the Sony.
Well, Sony's got Spider-Man, so.
Mm-hmm.
And they got PlayStation, I think.
I think. But I'm super stoked. That was a lot of fun. So I'm learning these settings, and it was just like the cool like Brian had the cell phone. He was like taking circles and he was drawing stuff with it. I'm like, that is so sick. And we're both like, that's the sickest photo we took all night, dude.
You should do the thing
totally unusable
where you light the the steel wool on fire. You light it and then you swing it around and it like sparkles. It like sends sparks out.
We should try it.
Yes, let's pause it.
Fuck this cast. Let's go do that.
Bring the camera.
Yeah,
it'll be part of it. You guys will be part of the show.
But yeah, no, that was kind of. I guess this is another part of it. So like for the wedding, Brian like he had mentioned, and I asked him, and I'm like, oh, is there some certain way you want me to dress, or can I just wear fucking track pants and a fucking like anime shirt?
Your chest hair popping out,
or
with
just
a gold
like fucking
chain.
gut hanging out. So
like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force,
fucking
with a mullet.
I'm gonna dress up like the Sopranos.
Yeah,
Tony Sopranos can wear my robe
always.
But and he's like, oh, if you can wear like a button down and some nice pants, nice jeans maybe, or whatever, and you have nice shoes, and I'm like, oh, perfect. I got my Iron Rangers, got that, perfect. And then I'm like, okay, I'll order like I need a new button down because I think the last one I had was like a Hawaiian shirt. I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
it's cool, but it ain't good for this.
Yeah, maybe if it was like a Hawaiian themed wedding.
Yeah. That was the last time I wore one. It was like a friend's Hawaiian themed wedding.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and then I needed pants because I'm like, shit, I think the only ones I have are like green 511s.
The lighter green, like the almost tan.
Yeah, kind of like, I'm like, that doesn't really work. I guess that could work. I don't know. Because like my black ones that I had, I just blew out the crotch on that thing.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, because I wore them all the time.
Packing, dude. You're just packing.
I don't know.
I am not.
Like, no, Miss Pac-Man over here. What?
Fuck.
Anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I got a week or so. I'm like, I'll order some online and I should totally get it. So I ordered several pants from 511 for, the wedding and also for work. I need them, just look a little nice, more presentable over there. And then I was like, I'll get some button downs also for work.
2 to show and 2 to go.
2 to go. Anyway, so I also ordered some from Dixon button downs.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, that'll
not Dickies, but Dixon.
And like that'll totally work. And they weren't showing up. I'm like, fuck, it's Thursday afternoon. I'm like, these aren't I don't have time on Friday and we got to leave Saturday morning for this. I'm like, I better just go to Kohl's. So I bought some fucking Levi's, black Levi's, and I bought like just a black button down.
God damn it.
From Kohl's, and then I'm like, okay, let me just wash these real quick. And on my way, like from washing them, like I like got an email. Like I basically just like threw them in laundry. I opened up my phone, got an email for tracking saying like, oh, your pants are on the way. You'll get it tomorrow. I'm like,
what day?
Because it was Friday.
So
the wedding was on Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
I got the email on Thursday. I'm like,
God,
these fucking pants that I mean, they're nice. I got them. I'm like, whatever.
Like $60 or 70.
I was like $50 a piece. Bought like several pairs, and I'm like, fuck,
damn it.
Anyway, so I got them.
Damn it.
I got them in. I wore those for the wedding there.
The 511s.
511s.
Nice.
And then I got the Dixon ones came Saturday morning, and I'm like,
just in time.
I'm like, so I just wore the one I got from Kohl's. But anyway, just for me, I'm like, the fucking luck.
Yeah.
It's not even just like, oh, let's riff with that. I'm like, it's just like, fuck. I just like more. These are things that I'm going to use. Like dress shirts, I guess I could totally wear.
Yeah.
It's just more like, and then the pants, I'm like, to always wear them. It's still something to say. I'm like, I can't tell if the 511s last longer than the Levi's.
Yeah.
But they both break out like in different ways.
Same spot or?
No, 511s break out in the crotch.
Yeah.
Levi's break out in my knees.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Both of them.
Maybe it's just when you're wearing them, you're doing different things.
Yeah. I might just stop doing both of those things.
Try flipping it.
It's not the fucking pants problem. Yeah.
So I have beef with 511 right now.
Yeah.
They didn't ship me 2 of my pants I ordered.
Yeah.
I placed a, not a large order, but I got 4 pants.
Yeah.
And actually 6 altogether, but 4 brown and 2 green.
Yeah.
Only got 2 brown, 2 green. And then they're missing a patch. And
Yeah.
I looked, they didn't have another tracking number.
Did you hit them up or what?
No, why would I do that?
Why would I do that instead of complaining on my podcast?
Well, I just checked today. So I just checked for that extra tracking number today. What are you, style hour here? Put those fucking things back on. You got to listen to me talk.
I can still listen to you.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else? Or?
No, I guess that was kind of it for my whole clothes thing. So, okay. I had mentioned it on a couple podcasts, like maybe 2 weeks ago. It's a long one to do. Hey, sorry, whatever. My wrist has been bugging the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I've not really been doing anything for it.
It's not like you picked up racquetball left-handed.
No. I mean, I haven't been doing anything to like help it.
Oh, okay.
I just thought my body would be like, hey, just fucking fix it. I'm like, I was just Googling, and I'm assuming it's like tendinitis.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think it's
tinnitus.
From tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
And then I think it's from mobile devices.
Yeah.
So
maybe you need to hold it differently.
I could do it with this hand.
Wait, so you hold it with your left hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a left-hand guy.
Right.
So I do it. It's not just my phone. It's at my work. I also have been using mobile devices kind of just
you use it for
most
inventory, use it to orders, and
I can check out orders. I can do a lot of stuff. Like they've been integrating a lot more things for. Yeah, I do all my podcasts on my mobile at my work. You can do so much there, and there's so much you can look up. You can information and stuff like that. The information is out there, and just been
information super highway
constantly on, and because that's my go-to. It's just the one-handed boom, 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 or I can just add the other one. But the main one holding it is this, and I'm like, anyway. So it's been here is like the pain. It's like kind of where your thumb is.
Yeah.
So it has sucked. So it's like it doesn't affect my playing, which is good. That's good.
Yeah.
But also it's like sometimes
it also didn't make you any better.
Yeah, it didn't make me any better. So
which is
also
bad.
But that's bad. It's also it's not good. But it's just fucking hurts. Sometimes I'm like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, this is just, it hurts.
It hurts when I do this. Don't do that.
I just wake up. Ow!
Yeah.
Just infomercial. Ow! Ow! I try and pick up water. Ow! Sometimes it does when I try and pick up my water. But
then don't pick up your water.
Then don't ever drink
Get a
anymore.
straw.
A really long straw.
Like the pixie stick straw. Get the pixie stick.
Oh, yeah. First,
dump that into the water.
Get a pixie stick. Give me the inside. And then you take that. You get a 6-pack of the giant pixie sticks.
It's a win-win-win, baby.
Gut them. Give me the guts. It's like a fish. I slice it and rendering the whole thing useless. Anyway, I've been having wrist problems. It fucking sucks. Let me tell you that much. It fucking not good. So anyway, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, how am I gonna get rid of this? I did look up like the treatment of it is it's not like you go like WebMD. I'm like, oh, wrist problems, cancer.
yeah. Don't go there.
4 days to live. No, this one, it was just saying like, yeah, this is not a big problem at all. I'm like, ice it, maybe put ibuprofen, and then maybe like something to like a splint or like pressure to help it, and like, and if anything else, I guess you can go to the doctor for steroids.
Oh,
that was it.
Dang.
It was like nothing was like super, super serious. Like, oh, you might need surgery or something like that. I'm like, well,
they're not gonna tell you. They don't know.
None of that. And then so it's like. And I'm like, the thing is, I haven't been doing any of that. I haven't iced it. I haven't really been resting it. I haven't like taken any like painkillers or ibuprofen or like fever reducing pain, whatever. I haven't done any of that.
Fucked up, dude.
Well, because I just thought it would fucking go away. It hasn't. So anyway, so now I'm doing some of that. And one thing that I remember that we got, a little ASMR, yeah. If you remember a while ago, we were given some wrist grips, maybe from wristgrips.com.
I don't know if you can. The camera's a little farther away this time, but
yeah.
Put it back on before your arm falls off.
Yeah. So Yeah, we'll get a little closer for the screen here. But these were given to us to like, talk about or whatever. And at the time, I didn't have any problems with my wrist. And we kind of talked about the uses for it. And it's like a simple design. It's not really, I don't know, it's not bad looking. You can see some of these like when people have like the whole wrist guard thing.
They
and
have like laces and then they have like the strap. And
yeah, it looks like
a
what
bottle
the fuck
opener on that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good idea.
Oh, wrist grips. What's up?
Bottle.
Anyway, so we were sent these, and then we talked about it like probably a year and a half ago, something like that. And I remember
you used them. Brian Rash used them too.
Yeah, we tried them out just to be like, okay, these don't
they don't make you bad.
No, they don't stop you from playing.
Inhibit you from playing. Yeah,
inhibit. That was the word I was trying to say, but you said it.
Welcome,
they don't
everybody.
inhibit you from playing, and that was the biggest thing that I wanted to try. But does it? It doesn't. And I was like, oh shit, I still have these. So I wanted to try it.
Yeah.
For the wrist pain that I have, and they do help. And it's also supposed to be like if you have like the wrist pain or whatever, it's like putting pressure on it helps it from like inflaming. And flame on.
Yeah, you light your cigarettes off that thing.
So I busted them out the other night, and I've been wearing them, and I wore them to work today. They are great. I don't think they're super expensive either. I think they were under $20 or something like that. And then we do have, I don't know if our promo code works. You can get like 15.
You try it.
You try Tone Jerks.
We should probably try it first.
The Tone Jerks or Tone Jerks 15, or just message them, be like, hey, I heard it on Tone Jerks. Yeah, these work. So we get to the camera here.
I'll hold it down. Brian is showing a wrist grip right here. There it is. Beautiful. Can you show the nice people you putting it on with awkwardly. Do you want me to do it?
No, you just talk me through it.
Yeah, there he is. He's gonna put it right through the eyelet strap right there. He's gonna tighten it up. He's gonna latch it right on there. Look at him go. Yeah, you're just showing your tattoos off, I think.
How sick they are.
Yeah, you see these bitches? There it is. And you think that helps, Brian? Pause.
I know, I'm just going to knock over all the fucking lights and shit. So I've been wearing these, and I like it because I can wear them, and it doesn't look like, it looks like I'm just like wearing like, I don't know, like a...
It looks like you're cosplaying.
Yeah, exactly.
You're LARPing.
Yeah, like I'm like doing like Kirito or something like that or whatever.
Some blood sport LARPing. You wrap your knuckles too.
Yeah, so the whole thing is I have like the little metal, like latch or whatever the other thing is, like whatever. Put that on the tendon that bugs me, so I don't bend my...
Oh, so you actually put like a
little pressure on there, yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice. And
add support and...
Exactly, yeah. It was good. I wore it last night when we practiced, and it didn't stop me from playing because I played poorly on my own by picking the wrong scales.
Again.
The wrist grip will not help you remember scales, I tell you that much. And this is 100% not an ad. Oh my God. No, I know it sounds like one, but I'm wearing it at my job, which I move furniture and I do inventory, and it's not like fun. Like, let's talk about that. But I'm wearing it and it helps me out. And then for playing, it helped me, and I'm wearing it right now for the podcast. So check out wrist.
Because the podcast is so strenuous.
Wrist-grips.com. And try the promo code ToneJerks or ToneJerks15, or literally just message them. They're easy to get a hold of. And it's like, hey, give me a fucking discount. Actually do that, but give me a discount. I'm sure they'll give it to you. But anyway, let's get to the topics. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Okay, so for this first one, hear me out here. So I was going on, just in the other realm with this one. I was moving pallets. I got this.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, I got these ideas.
AutoZone.
Yeah. So, okay, you're into the album from Deer Hunter called The Color Spectrum.
Yep.
Where he kind of took colors and wrote music that kind of, for him, represented those colors and kind of what they sounded like to him, right? So there's black, which is kind of more of a darker, more industrial kind of stuff, and got all the way to like red, which is more angry, and you can understand, and airy for
more
white.
Aggressive, and then
and then you're also into the album from Thrice, which albums, which is the Alchemy Index, which
Yep.
kind of took like the different like elements of like water, stuff like that, and
Yep.
earth, and kind of wrote songs that kind of, gave that
feeling. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so I was thinking like, okay, what about the 4 seasons? So spring, your summer, your fall, and winter. There are songs that can maybe in your head would like
Fit
those, or maybe like, could describe those, or if you say like, oh, what's a great summer song for you, or spring or whatever. Do you have a list of some of those that could like fit for those?
Yeah.
Different seasons. I know I do, and I'll just spoil it saying sometimes it's what I heard at the time.
And you just picture the season?
Or just the time, which happened to be that season. And since San Diego doesn't really have seasons, we kind of have summer, colder summer, and really cold summer.
They're all just summer, just different degrees of, marine layer or fog.
Yeah,
sometimes you're like, oh shit, it's that kind of summer.
So that's kind of it for me. So do you want to go first? Because maybe you took this a little bit better. I thought it was a cool premise. I didn't do a good job giving my answers.
Okay. All right. So for spring, I did Born in the USA from Bruce Springsteen.
That's your spring because it's Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also like a 4th of July type of thing.
That's
Is that
more
summer? Who gives a shit?
But I listened to that record today. It's actually really good. I like it.
No, I think it fits. Especially
it's Bruce Springsteen. Duh. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got for summer, I have Summer of '69 from Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
That's got to be in the summer.
Because it's the summer of '69, you fucking idiot.
And it's 69. That's our favorite number.
Yeah, that's number one.
I couldn't pass that up. And then for fall, I have Skyfall from Adele. Just because the name.
Because it's Skyfall. Yeah. Duh. It's the best fall song. You're not going to do Fall Out Boy?
No, there's only like
Fall of Troy, maybe.
Yeah. No, I thought about going really hard on that one, but I wanted to pick the name. I already got
the band that speaks to me for fall is Fall Out Boy. More than Summer Out Boy.
No, this song actually I hate.
I don't think I've ever heard of that song.
I worked at a retail spot where they played this for years after the movie. It's a soundtrack song.
For what?
For a James Bond movie called Skyfall.
Okay.
So that's a movie I like to watch in fall also. That's not what I'm getting at. They played it like 7 years after it came out.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a soundtrack. It's like, this is a current thing. It's like kind of like, I don't know, it just felt weird to listen to a soundtrack movie in a hardware store. I'm like, soundtrack song from Adele.
A popular one
annoying as shit.
For like soundtracks or whatever is like, you're the one that I want from Grease. Why is that always like all the time? Like that was made for that movie.
There's a lot of soundtrack songs you don't realize were made for movies that you just hear on like the radio. But I guess Kiss did a lot of that, right? Didn't they do Detroit Rock City or whatever?
Oh, did they? Or did the movie come from the name?
I don't know. You know what? I'm wrong.
No, Detroit Rock City actually was
an album first.
Set in the 70s, but it was done in the 90s.
Oh shit. Damn it. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Shut the fuck up, dude. We're moving on to the next one.
All right, so this one is Winter, and it's Free Ride from the Edgar Winter Group. But this is not because of his name. It's because he is albino and it's white, like snowfall, like snow.
You're not gonna do the Winter Wonderland.
No,
that's too on the nose, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
Have some tact.
Okay, I do actually have a real list.
All right. Well, do you want me to go with mine then?
You go first and then I'll do mine.
Yeah, mine is just, I'm just going to go for it.
We'll judge you. It's all right.
Spring, I was always thinking of like drive-through records bands.
Mm-hmm.
So I think of like the bands that would tour would kind of be coming through like Soma around that time,
Okay.
spring, and that's when I saw Alistair and Homegrown.
Nice.
And so to me, I guess I would think of like Homegrown, Tomorrow, so off Kings of Pop. I was also thinking really of like Phoenix TX, A Song for Everyone, which is a great fucking song.
Yeah.
Off of Lechuza. And then I was like, oh man, that would be a great spring song. But to me, it literally says like Driving in the Summer Wind. I'm like, and I'm like, I should probably not. Like literally says like Driving in the Summer Wind. I'm like, oh, as like
you actually went through lyrics on these songs?
I was thinking about it. But yeah, that was one. So, but to me, I would think of like drive-through records bands, and to me, it would be Homegrown, Tomorrow. And then Summer, this is another one, is A Decade Under the one more time.
One more time.
Well, the second time I kind of let in. A Decade Under the Influence from Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
Because I remember that music video coming out and the hype.
Oh my God.
Seeing that on like Fuse and like MTV2, I was like I'm like, this is so sick. That was like my first time really getting into Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I went back to listen to Tell All Your Friends because I got Where You Want to Be that summer.
Yeah.
At Target.
Hell yeah.
I loved the shit out of that.
That song was like a game changer.
And then when they came through that fall at Soma, I was so stoked. I love this. I was so fucking stoked.
Well, I've talked about like that song came out on like a Warped Tour comp.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. Take Back Sunday's going to be on Warped Tour. And listening to the song, I'm like, this is a really cool song. And then they released the actual song. They re-recorded.
Yeah.
And it sounded so much better. It's kind of one of those things where, like, oh, there's two versions.
It was like a demo. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so different. I mean, it just was played better. Like the guitar part, like it wasn't just straight chords. He like played different sides of the da-na-na-na-na, like on like the low and the high strings and different strums.
Yeah.
So you can hear it more on the album version.
Yeah.
And it was like it's like, whoa, this song's like way deeper than before.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways.
Like more dynamics and stuff like that was before. It was kind of like maybe not like maybe just a different like performance too, but also like different like
different take.
Like way it was recorded and mixed.
Way better.
Yeah. No, totally. That was definitely like a
changer.
Summer song for me because I was like, I remember hearing that and just like being super obsessed, and I thought the videos and everything were cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's Summer for me, and it's just like back at like high school. It must have been like sophomore year or some shit like that. But still, to me, I'm like that. I think of like, man, being super hyped and then being really stoked for like fall, and then fall. I don't know. Like it was like this is like what's the test where you just see like a blob of ink and you think about it.
Oh, it's a Rorschach.
Was it Rorschach?
Rorschach test?
Yeah, test. That's what this like topic kind of is for me. I'm just like fall. I'm like Menzingers. I don't want to be an asshole anymore.
Yeah.
I just think of like that music video.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's
like the Jason
guy, and he's kind of like trying to be a better guy.
Yeah.
And it looks like a really like Portlandy kind of fall setting.
It's probably Philadelphia, let's be honest.
Oh really? Oh, probably. I just think of like, he's outside. It's very fall looking, and like I just see like the the leaves on the ground and kind of in the trees and stuff like that.
They got seasons over there.
Yeah. So I think of like places that was shot probably had seasons versus San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. It just looks, and the guy's wearing like a flannel, so it's it's a little chilly, but it's not like super cold.
Yeah.
So that's why
I think of that. I mean, that's a great song too. That's a fun one.
Oh yeah, that song's amazing.
And then Winter. This one is really kind of on the nose a little bit, but also
not as bad as mine probably.
At the time, the time that I heard it, it was True Love, and then Star of Bethlehem from Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah.
Because that came out around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And it kind of has that, like, just, like, I mean, it's like Christmassy, kind of like the name of Star of Bethlehem.
And like the very first line, the snow has come down.
Exactly, yeah.
I see where you're going.
I
respect that.
Tom's from San Diego, and he's like kind of like put that into words. And like, just the music, too, sounds like Winter to me.
Amazing.
Very, like, it's a super
I had that
epic song.
On my MySpace page.
That's when it first came out, was on MySpace.
Yeah, it was. I still had MySpace. It came out. I found it. I like hunted for that song. I had like an embedded player, and I downloaded it to that and had it like, I had to like rig it to pull it off. It was like the HTML file off of another website to play. So as soon as you open my page, you had this like not that anyone ever visited my page, but I did.
Yeah.
And
Every time I went to
every
my
time I went
homepage,
just to listen to that song, it was amazing.
it's still really good.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So that's mine. That one's like a little bit more on the nose with the Star of Bethlehem
Yeah.
of being like Christmassy
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And that's when they kind of released it, was around that week of Christmas.
Yeah.
And to me, I remember that. And I still listen to that. And I think I'm like, yeah, it's kind of very wintry.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, but that's mine. What do you got?
All right.
For
So
your
my
real list,
list,
not the gag one.
my serious list.
It's super cereal.
All right. So for spring, I'm gonna go Future Vision from Wave Shaper. It's a synthwave, retrowave.
Yeah.
It's an amazing song. I had
no lyrics.
No lyrics.
Gotcha.
So, but I also had it tied. Well, it does start with like a sound clip.
Yeah.
But it's tied with.
Y'all ready for this? Ba-na-na,
Ba, 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 na. All right, we're gonna get copyrighted with that one. So, also tied with 1987 from Lucy in Disguise. But you know, we'll worry about Future Vision. Amazing song if you want to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Summer, Don't Stop Me Now from Queen. Man,
Okay.
I had a friend. We would drive around like in the middle of the night, listening, just blasting this song.
Mm-hmm.
Windows down. Not like people listen to hip hop like really loud.
Yeah.
This song
This
is
Queen,
super
yeah.
like fat. It's a fast paced Queen song that's like flamboyant and loud and just like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
great. Like with a bunch of dudes in the car just singing this song.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's very like a Wayne's World type thing.
Yeah.
But instead of Bohemian.
But oh yeah, I guess
you
it's-
did your own.
Yeah,
Queen.
it's amazing. You're just like goofing off, you know, just having fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Bunch of bros just throwing down.
Sky heaven.
So yeah, and it was during the summer, so it's like perfect.
Yeah.
We're
So
all
no
packed
fuck-
in this little Toyota Celica,
there's
just
no
blasting.
No fucking school. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
You're fucking there's no rules.
I was way after school. Well,
Yeah.
it was like a year after high school,
Yeah.
but you know, still having fun. For fall, Turbo Killer from Carpenter Brute. It's also a
Okay.
instrumental.
Yeah.
But it is like it's a darker sounding synthwave.
Mm-hmm.
Fast
I feel like
paced.
fall it would probably be like more of a darker kind of thing,
Yeah.
but not like.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the ideas, I guess, would be like maybe like I guess if you really took this to heart, it would be like spring is like rebirth and new, summer
Yeah.
is fun, fall is maybe like a little bit more depressing kind of thing.
Well, that second option track I listed before, the 1987, it starts off with like rain.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, spring.
Spring, there you go.
Gotta, you know. But yeah, Turbo Killer, amazing song if you like synthwave. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't like synthwave, you'll probably hate it. So then winter, thinking Comfortably Numb from Pink Floyd.
Okay.
It's kind of a depressing song.
Well,
But
dark,
then uplifting, yeah, also dark.
it's a darker one. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're numb because it's cold.
Yeah.
But you're comfortable because you're inside the house. Well, I don't know. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't
But
make
you can
any
always
sense.
go back inside the house. There's
Yeah,
fires.
You're moving back and forth. You're working outside, but then yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Keep yourself regulated.
that's my
Yeah, I like
my
that.
list. My real
So,
list.
That's a fun one. So I don't know if the listeners of the show want to post their, I don't know, 4-season equivalent songs and
Yeah.
what they feel, or maybe they have better like clinical answers of like, this is what it should be if you follow the rules, which we said the rules and we didn't even follow them ourselves.
we
I
could
guess
do-
except your first list, I guess, which you're literally following the rules of like, what the seasons say to you,
Yeah.
because it literally says them in
It
the
says it.
Yeah.
It speaks to me.
Yeah, let us know. Hit us up in the group. You can always message us. Let us know.
Yeah, so
Um,
spring, summer, fall, winter. I think that's the best order. That way we're are all on the same page.
Yeah, yeah,
It doesn't
totally.
actually matter. Actually,
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool one. It's kind of like I was like thinking, I'm like, whoa, I got this idea.
I got this great idea. Let's see how it sounds.
It's this great idea that I'm
On
not going to
paper.
follow, but it's like a good topic to talk about. So, anyways, I got a quick, I guess, bang, marry, kill.
Is it Bang, Marry, Kill?
I guess.
All right.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so maybe a would you rather, but with 3 options.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I kind of like bang, marry, kill.
All right, fine.
Let's call it bang, marry, kill.
All right.
So for it's a Fender centric one. So it's a bang, marry, kill with would you rather twist. How about that?
I like that.
We'll agree on that. So
Just so we don't get cease and desist from
guitar knobs over there.
Yeah.
What the fuck? We invented would you rather. Okay, so would you rather wear? I don't know. Okay, Bang, marry, kill, however you want to say it. You have to wear.
I threw you off. I'm sorry.
I'm totally threw myself off too. Fender fedora. You have to wear one.
Okay.
Or you have to wear a Fender bowling shirt.
Yeah.
Or you have to play only Fender pedals. These pedals are gonna give Strymon a run for their money. Yeah, we gotta run for this.
Good luck with that. Shit. I would
I guess which would you like rather do the most, least, second?
I would wear both the fedora and bowling shirt. I only have to wear one.
Before turning on those fucking hunk of shit pedals.
God.
That's a hunk of burning shit.
Pugliest. More
Pugilist or whatever. Yeah. They're giving those things away and people still don't want them. Let's give them to every fucking YouTuber and influencer and people still don't care.
You have to play an Acoustasonic too.
But yeah.
You have to buy them all too.
Oh man.
Take a loan out.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, you'd have to buy all these.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Even like there's money difference, but whatever.
Yeah.
The whole bit, everybody, is that the Fender pedals suck. What the hell did they come up with recently? It was just super whack. It was a fucking power supply.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for that. Nobody.
Yeah, they're in the power supply game. They can't even make a guitar that doesn't buzz, but they're gonna make
your pedals not buzz.
Damn.
Why don't you start at the guitar?
Yeah, start at the source. Jesus.
Yeah.
Actually, power supply is a source, but
yeah.
But you know
power
what I'm
source,
saying.
but yeah, still.
The skills come from the guitar. We want no buzz.
Yeah. Oh man.
They should be buzz killing, but they're just killing buzzes. Wait, what? No.
Yeah. I mean, I think there was like Fender put out some new like hats and stuff like that, and some of them are like the newsboy hats. And then like the fedoras that are made by Brixton, which this motherfucker I'm wearing right now, dude, is Brixton.
Yeah. So you're like one step closer to the edge.
You mean this shit I'm rocking, baby? It's now just put a F logo instead of the B logo on there.
Yeah. You should get one of those like the Blueprint Fender shirts you see people wearing.
No, I want
that guy plays guitar.
I want a black one with a Strat on it and then blue flames for those sleeves.
Oh yeah, it starts with orange to blue sleeve.
Yeah,
blue.
Or just
flame.
the ones that are like the short sleeve, but like it's just blue flame all over. Because blue is the hottest.
Oh yeah.
Like, actually, white is hot. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Did you have
I don't know. I mean,
that was just a bit. I get it.
Yeah, I would wear the hats probably because I look at some of them. And this is just like, I mean, am I just
cool.
fucking? I honestly think fedoras are fine. No, the fucking internet ruined that.
I'm dying on this hill.
I have like 2 or 3 that I would wear, and then the whole internet fucked it all goddamn up for me.
My lady.
Yeah.
My sir.
My Fender.
My Fender.
My Fender.
That's a different type of Fender, you know what I mean? A Fender.
Fender. Oh, there you go. Well, I mean, but like these, I guess the listeners, but like the newsboy hats. I love these, but these are even getting to like the point where it's like people are
extra.
Yeah, where it's like people are talking about like, these are just for like losers or like beer drinkers who are like more like they're more
mustache twisters
or like people who are like I don't know, their beer list that they drink or won't drink is more interesting than they are, or like they'll tell you about what beer they drink or how bad Bud Light is to drink before they can tell you like anything interesting. Yeah, it's just that's a joke. Or I'm like, people who do this like drink craft beer are awkward.
The cork sniffers
are awkward and bald.
Yeah. Gotta remember the bald part.
That was the one. I'm like,
we don't discriminate against bald people though.
No, but that was the meme.
The hat does though.
The hat does. And I'm like, no. That's why I always like to put a little bit of hair in front, so you're like, let me fucking let's see this fucking
mop. Yeah,
this is mop top that I'm rocking, baby. I don't even fucking want to see. I just want to just have my hair in the way. It's gonna be like the Shaggy Dog.
The Shaggy Dog.
What
was the name of that show? Where it's like the dog, anyways, the sheep dog, whatever.
Lassie?
No, that's a collie. Anyways.
Yeah. What are you calling me? Would you call me?
You're killing this.
Oh, yeah, let's fucking get out of here.
Jesus
that was
Christ.
the bit. It was kind of, we didn't even get an answer. I just think
I'm wearing whatever they're giving me.
Yeah.
If that's the other option,
yeah. Fucking
give me the shoes.
I'll wear all the hats at once. I'll wear the Fender Converse or whatever with flames and then strats on them.
Yours all fendered out.
And I won't play a Fender's pedal. I'm sure the pedals are fine, but it's like nobody asked for these, and they have pushed so much for these things, and nobody cares. Not a goddamn one that people want to play. They're just going to give Strymon a run for their money. Are they?
Yeah. Good luck.
You want to walk that back at all? No. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so let's get on out of here. Thank you so much for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. Thanks for watching on the YouTubes over there. Thanks for listening on your favorite podcatcher. If you really like what you hear, well, you could do something else later. But if you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We have a Facebook group. Search the Tone Jerks and you'll find it. It's also linked in the description below. And then we have an Instagram. You can follow us at the Tone Jerks.
Yep.
And if you really like what you hear, you can help support the show on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week, and you get a whole back catalog, an RSS feed that you can put in your favorite podcatcher and listen to all the old episodes. So it's not just like, oh, here's like 2 or 3. It's like over 160 bonus episodes that you get to listen to on the premium subscription Patreon feed over there. There's a lot of them. And then just for the support, we wanted to say thank you. But we also wanted to give y'all a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
Got it right here.
Why don't you give it to your baby?
I have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove, Adam Rohr from the Let 'Em Hear podcast, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37 Effects, Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson, Colin Smith, Jason
Fuzzmonger. My hat
Fuzzmonger.
over my headphones.
You wore it over you?
What if I did that?
You look real cool.
Yeah, what if?
It's going to look like you have a wig on at that point.
Does my hair look like a wig?
I don't want to answer that. That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't look like a wig.
Yeah, anyway.
All right, we have Joe from Like My Pedals and Will from the Just Surprise Me podcast, Doug Christ. I got to change the order on here, but yeah.
I know. Yeah, he's part of that,
Doug Chris
that crew
part
too.
Of that. Yeah. He's doing some other things too, right? Master of the Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. We're going to be on that show eventually.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah. I think it's actually planned.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, we got to make that happen.
We have Ramyorn, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Mike, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars.
It's going to do that like the cat that vibes, you know?
To
like
my voice.
In his head. Yeah.
Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Mel Chibson of Chibson Guitars, Sean Fahey,
I think Mel Chibson might be on a bonus episode coming up.
Yeah.
Got an exclusive interview with Mel Chibson at Chibson Guitars. He told me that he does not make the memes for Chibson Guitars.
Oh.
He's a separate guy. No relation.
No relation. But he does throw phones at people or
He did
whatever.
leave me a wicked voicemail.
Yeah. I've gotten a couple of those too. Oh my God. What's your deal?
That hat, he was telling like, what's that thing you're wearing?
You go out in public like that?
Wearing that.
That green thing you were wearing.
Yeah. That's what he's saying about that jacket, the green thing you're wearing. Anyway.
Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop.
It's only funny to us.
Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects. Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. Mike Oxbig.
Yeah.
Am I blending those together now? Mike Oxbig, or should I say
Oxbig?
Yeah.
Mike Oxbig.
Mike Oxbig.
Yeah, then that works for because cock.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, let's talk about
My cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doo-doo.
Hugh G-Rection.
Yeah.
Zach Hale. Eric Merrow from YouTube. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Tim Noack from Bardic Audio Devices.
Watch. Sorry.
and Jonathan Jeruzik from 12th Hour Devices.
Yeah, I think by the time this episode is out,
we'll see. Well, yeah.
I think the contest is over. But yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats to whoever won that.
Yeah, we don't know the future yet, but
but yeah.
I guess
Sick Ass Fuzz from 12th Hour Devices.
Yeah.
Go check him out. Cool Fuzz. If you didn't win it, you could hit him up and buy it. Pretty sweet.
It's true. I guess subscribe to the channel. Are we doing?
Yeah,
yeah. Drop a comment of things we can work on to make it better.
Comment, share, like, subscribe, hit that fucking bell. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We love ya. Bye-bye.
See ya.